So my video today is going to be about relationships. The most complicated thing you could ever get yourself into is a relationship. I mean, I think people had it made back in the good old days. You know, you get married at 16 with a person that you don't even know, who's rich or whatever, that's suited for you. You date at 40, and there, it's a done deal. You can always learn to love someone, but you can never stop loving someone who stole your heart away. That's how I see it, in my opinion. I mean, nowadays, there's just so many different types of relationships, like, you don't even know what you're doing anymore. Everything has a label, and if it doesn't, then it's like 10 times more complicated because you have no idea what the hell you're doing. I mean, today, we're going to talk about 3 types of relationships. We're going to talk about real relationships, about open relationships, and about friends with benefits. Let's start with real relationships. Let's take an actual relationship, for example, where 2 people claim to be in a real healthy relationship where they both love each other and they trust each other and they would never cheat on each other. I really doubt you run into those, except, for the exceptional few. But even they have a couple of problems. It's like, yeah, you're in a relationship. There's always that one person that just isn't as committed as the other. It's like they're always one who cares more, and you never want to be the one who cares more because then you get taken advantage of. Am I right? I mean, I don't understand why both people in a relationship can't just make an effort to change for the other one. If the other one is willing to change for you, why wouldn't you change for them? And it's mostly men who aren't willing to change because they always have their pride in front of women. It's like, oh, I'm so tough and I'm so awesome and I'm not gonna change because that's the way I am. And if you don't love me, then too bad. Go find another guy. Like, you're really willing to lose a person that you love just because you're wrong and they're right for once, or 100% of the time. Like, how pathetic can you get? I, for one, would never put pride over love. But that's just me. Then there's those who are willing to completely commit. It's like, yeah, I love you, but I'm still keeping my options open. Okay, dude, what the hell? So let me get this straight. I have to be 100% committed to you, but you get to weigh your options and look around at other chicks. See if you find someone better than me? Yeah, I don't think so, sweetie. If you don't want to be with the person you're with, stop making excuses, stop wasting their time, and tell them the truth. Stop hurting them to the point where when you leave them, it will completely destroy them. It's like, what's wrong with you people? Second of all, we're going to talk about open relationships. Now, let's talk about open relationships. Honestly, what the fuck is an open relationship? I don't even know what to say to that. Like, let me get this straight. You think you might love this person, but you want to go ahead and just, fuck every other girl or boy in the world? I don't understand this. I mean, I thought the point of being in a relationship was to be with the person that really loved you and that you really loved. It's like, you didn't want to be with any other person sexually or emotionally. I mean, seriously, this sounds like more of a sex addict type of kind of relationship, those people who can't just be with one person because it's just not satisfying enough for them. Like, they need to have, like, all these other different sexual partners. Like, it truly doesn't make sense to me. Once again, I'm pretty sure that women are the ones that end up losing in this because they get cheated on, although technically it's not cheating since they agreed to it, but it's only because they probably love the guy and the guy's a total douchebag and wants to have an open relationship. Just saying, no, don't get all mad at me. I don't mean all guys are douchebags, just most of them. But anyway, like, I don't understand, like, what an open relationship is. Like, really, women are the ones who always get hurt because women are the ones with feelings and we let them take over us and not our sexual desires. So, yeah, our feelings handle us, not our vaginas. So, I must say, I hand it to you, man. I wish I could push my feelings away like most of you usually do. Now we're going to talk about friends with benefits. Friends with benefits, lately all these movies have come out trying to prove that these kind of relationships can work. But in reality, it proves that this type of relationship can probably never work. At least not for men and women, or women and women couples. Maybe for gays it could, since, men can have sex and not get emotionally attached at all to the other person. Anyways, yeah, this relationship is seriously one of the most complicated, most crazy, most annoying, most horrible things you could ever do in your life. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure it's fun at the beginning, but once a woman starts feeling something for the guy, once feelings start to play their part, this thing is going straight to hell, don't you think? I mean, in all honesty, women, we want someone to love us, to care for us. We want a prince charming. We want a friend who cares, who listens, you know, all the good stuff. Now, if a woman has a friend, an attractive male friend, and they start having sex, the woman is obviously going to, at one point, fall for this guy. No matter how hard she tries to fight it, no matter how bad she doesn't want it, it's going to happen because that's what women do. All of them. And what happens if this relationship's end, or if the guy finally decides to start dating again, or somebody, you know, if he tells her, like, I like you and you're attractive, but you're just not somebody I could date? What happens to the girl, you know, her self esteem down the toilet, probably? Like, this, like, her self esteem is probably, like, in hell, you know? Like, how do you feel after this guy's, like, totally willing to have sex with you, but he's never willing to date you? Like, he's willing to hang out with you every day, but he's not willing to date you. Like, what do you do about that? It's, like, really, it's really sad. Like, seriously, the girl's probably gonna think she's, like, not good enough for anybody since she can't even be good enough for one of her closest friends. And plenty of women don't seek this kind of relationships because they're sluts or any of those reasons that people choose to throw at them. They choose them because some other douchebag has already broke their hearts before, and they choose them because they want to feel wanted. They want to know someone's there. They want to feel important, at least for a bit amount of time. I think these types of relationships just bring so much confusion. Like, you can be jealous. Should you be jealous? What do you do when the feelings, when you're, like, you know, what do you do with your feelings of jealousy? When you realize you like this person, do you tell them? Do you keep it to yourself? When does it end? Is that when it ends? When there's so many questions that start running through your mind, so many things that you can't answer, and you can't ask anybody else about it because nobody else can actually answer it for you. I mean, it's like all the perks of a real relationship but without the commitment. You meet the parents, you hang out, you sleep together, you casually go out, you text, you send pictures, you keep contact, etc. It's like you're not even available until the sex stops. I mean, isn't how that works? Anyway, my point being, in this relationship, my point being is that relationships are so tricky. Like, seriously, we are. And I honestly don't believe that there's one perfect couple out there. I really don't. So if somebody knows a perfect couple, please let me know. I'd like to meet them because I would sure love to believe in true love once again. I'd like to think that there's actually someone out there waiting for me, wanting me. I want there to actually be a guy who will tell me sweet things and kiss me in public, hold my hand, take jogs with me, take me on a date. This whole new cliche of boys should all be free and get drunk and enjoy life and party and have sex with as many girls as they want. I mean, is this really what guys goes through every guy's mind nowadays? Do any of them ever think about finding the girl for them anymore, the one that will make them happy and love them for exactly who they are? Because lately, all these good girls that give those guys exactly what they want because they love them only get a kick in the ass and an on to the next nowadays. I mean, how unfair is that? It's like men don't even value women anymore, and in some way, I think women are to blame. Well, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts and whatever else you think about this whole relationship cliche. I mean, I honestly think that relationships are the most complicated thing you can ever get yourself into. But I'd love to hear what your opinion is. Until next time, bye guys.